everybody. Happy Thursday. I'm getting over a migraine, so that's kind of why I look so tired and rough, because they just make you feel so groggy. But I feel like whenever I feel led to like do a YouTube devotional or whatever, it's always based on like kind of what I'm currently going through. So I just wanted to come on here and encourage you. I have my tea again, so I think I'm going to start calling this Tea with Jess Devotional. Sorry, that was awkward. I was trying to think of something clever, but I'm not good with that. I should have asked my husband, because he's so good at thinking about names, but that's beside the point. But anyways, Tea with Jess Devotional. Fun times, okay? All right, so I just wanted to get on here and talk about being weary and well-doing. And I know that we all face it, like if you work in the ministry or if you're just going through your day-to-day life, like, you know, sometimes you get weary and you get tired and you feel burned out, and it's like, is what I'm doing even worth it? Or is what I'm doing even beneficial? You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come on here and encourage you about that, because I know, like, even if you're not in, like, I'm obviously not in full-time ministry, but I do work in it in certain areas in the church, and I'm thankful that the Lord's opened those doors for me. But sometimes it just seems like you're struggling and you're like, I don't feel like this is working. I don't feel like what I'm doing, like, I'm trying my hardest. I'm like working so hard at it, and it just seems like nothing is succeeding. So that's kind of, I know I'm not the only one who's felt that way before. And I'm just here to encourage you and to tell you to keep going. And I'm going to read 2 scriptures that automatically popped in my mind when I thought about this. The first one is Galatians 6:9, and it says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith." So there it is right there, saying don't be weary in what you're doing. You're going to have to keep going. Keep doing it for the Lord. You're going to benefit from it. It may not seem like it now, but you're going to have to keep going. And then also in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 31, "Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God." So obviously, it's sometimes good to get a pat on the back and say, I appreciate what you're doing. But you're not always going to get that. But you're going to have to just move on and keep doing what the Lord has called you to do, or what you feel like led to do. You know, like, you may not see the benefits yet. I'm sorry, I just shut up my hair in my Bible. Okay. You may not see the benefits yet, or you feel like what you're doing is not working, but you're just going to have to keep moving on with the Lord and doing what He has called you to do, no matter how hard it may seem or how hopeless you feel at the moment. You're going to have to keep going. Our pastor preached last night on staying at Jesus' feet. It was something like that. And it just hit hard with me, because sometimes I feel like we get so busy in doing our normal everyday task, even working in the church, and we sometimes neglect just sitting in the presence of Jesus. And I think sometimes when we get weary in what we're doing, it's because we may be lacking in that area where we're seeking God's face the most and staying in His presence. Because, like, that's literally the only thing that is going to help you or encourage you. Like, you can work all you want in the church, but if you're not seeking the presence of God like you should, or staying at His feet and seeking Him, you're going to be struggling along the way. And of course, even when you do seek Him, the devil's going to fight, and he's going to try to keep you from doing what you need to do. But the key is to staying at the feet of Jesus and seeking Him, staying in His presence. How many times have you been going through something, and then you just say, all right, I'm going to pray, and I'm going to worship God, and I'm going to praise His name because He's worthy? And how many times has being in His presence made you feel so much better and so much encouraged? And it's crazy, because I struggle with this too. Sometimes I'll just fight, or I'll get distracted, and I'm like, you know what? I'll do that later. I'll pray later. But the devil doesn't want us to pray. He doesn't want us to get closer to God. He doesn't want us to feel victorious when we are on our knees, and that's where we're going to be victorious. But I just know every time, like, I feel down or like that, and then I'm like, you know what? It's because I need to spend time with the Lord. I need to get down on my knees. I need to worship. I need to sincerely worship God, and I feel His presence. Like, there's literally nothing greater than being in His presence. You know what I mean? And like, I know sometimes life gets busy, but like, we've got to remember to make time for the Lord. And I'm preaching to myself because I could always spend more time with the Lord too. And I really desire that. And I've been praying. I'm like, Lord, please help me be a better steward of my time, because I just feel like sometimes I waste so much time doing other things. And I want to truly like hear from God. I want to know him. I want to seek him more than ever before, and obviously be used for his glory and to walk in his anointing that he has given me, you know. And I don't want to lose that anointing, because you can lose it. I just realized I'm going at 5 minutes, but I just want to encourage you to seek the Lord, and don't be weary in what you're doing. Like, you may not be seeing the benefits yet, and you may not ever see the benefits, but just keep doing what you're doing. Keep walking forward with the Lord, walking in his anointing, being used for his glory, and whatever he opens the door for you to do. I love that Bible verse when the apostles, you know, talk about when Jesus tells them, like, you know what, you're going to go tell these people, this is in my terms, you're going to go tell these people about me, and if they don't accept you, just dust the feet, sweep the dust off your feet, sweep the dust off your feet and move forward. So that's what we're supposed to do. If we don't feel like nothing's happening, or like we're not being beneficial like we wish to be, like, keep going. Don't give up. And remember to seek his face most of all. Okay, I hope you guys have a happy Thursday. Bye.